Question 631. Under the UCC, in contracts for the sale of goods, the test for deciding whether a buyer has the right to specific performance is if the items being sold are A. expensive, B. readily available, C. unique, D. both A and C. Correct answer is C. If the buyer purchases a unique item from the seller and the seller breaches, specific performance will be awarded and the seller will have to produce the item for the buyer to possess. Question 632. The following are ways that staging is used to improve the desirability of a home being shown to potential buyers, except A. removing clutter, B. replacing window shades, C. upgrading earthquake insurance, D. eliminating food odors. Correct answer is C. While confirming the adequacy of home insurance for a house on the market is advisable, staging is concerned with highlighting a home's strengths and downplaying its weaknesses in ways that are visible to visitors. Question 633. A potential borrower trying to obtain a FHA loan would apply to A. a broker, B. the FHA, C. an approved lender, D. the VA, if the borrower is a veteran. Correct answer is C. A lender applies for a mortgage loan to the FHA on behalf of the borrower. Question 634. Bart, an owner of beachfront property, is aware that the paved pathway to the beach being constructed over the course of a year by Jared, who lives across the street, is an encroachment on Bart's property. Nevertheless, Bart waits until the pathway is completed before notifying Jared that Bart is suing to have the pathway removed. Jared can likely prevent this result by relying on the grounds of A. laches, B. the statute of limitations, C. the statute of frauds, D. Coastal Commission regulations. Correct answer is A. Laches is a legal doctrine that can be used by courts to bar a claim because of undue delay in making that claim. Question 635. The appraisal method usually relied upon by real estate professionals is the A. cost approach, B. capitalization approach, C. market approach, D. sales replacement. Correct answer is C. The market approach, also called sales comparison, is the most commonly used by appraisers for vacant land and single-family homes. Question 636. Harry makes a written offer to purchase real property, but before learning whether the seller accepted it, Harry is killed in a car accident. What effect does Harry's death have on the offer? A. Once the administrator of Harry's estate is notified of the seller's acceptance, the contract is binding on the estate. B. Regardless of the timing of notification, the offer and its acceptance create a valid contract. C. Harry's death served to revoke the offer. D. If the car accident resulting in Harry's death occurred after the offer was accepted, it is binding on the estate. Correct answer is C. If either party to a contract offer dies, it terminates the offer. Question 637. A developer who wishes to sell subdivided lots from his subdivision located in the middle of a city must first, A. provide buyers with a copy of the Real Estate Commissioner's final report on the subdivision, B. obtain a signature from the buyer verifying his receipt of the report, C. provide the city with his financial statements dating back 10 years, D. both A and B. Correct answer is D. Both A and B. The subdivided lands law requires, among other things, that the Commissioner's report be furnished to customers, with their signatures verifying receipt. The law does not apply to subdivisions located in a city if the subdivision has no common area, nor does it apply to subdivisions located in unincorporated areas. Question 638. While working with a subdivided property for which the Commissioner's preliminary public report has been issued, a real estate agent can A. accept a listing for the property, B. accept a purchase offer and take a deposit, C. lease the property without selling it, D. accept an exclusive listing without a termination date since it is uncertain how much time will be needed to sell all the lots. Correct answer is A. accept a listing for the property. According to the question, Taking a listing is the only one of the actions described in the answers that could be performed by a licensee. Before a final public report is issued, an agent cannot accept an offer with a deposit nor lease or sell the property. Of course, under no circumstances can he take an exclusive listing without a termination date. Question 639. If a real estate agent commits an act violating the real estate law, the real estate commissioner can discipline the agent for the violation up until a. the agent moves to another state, b. 3 years after the violation, c. the agent's license expires, d. never. There is no time limit on the commissioner meting out discipline for a wrongful act. Correct answer is b. 3 years after the violation. The real estate law places a limitation of 3 years after the violation is committed. Question 640. A real estate agent did not mention to a client that the property he was being shown had been built near a major ground fissure, and was subject to frequent earthquakes. The client made an offer on the property, and put down a deposit. If the prospective purchaser then finds out about the earthquake issue, he can a. ask for the contract offer to be rescinded, b. report the lack of disclosure to the state attorney general, c. ask for a novation of the contract, d. the offer must be honored by the buyer. Question 641. A deposit on a real property transaction can never belong to a. broker, b. seller, c. buyer, d. none of the above. Correct answer is a. broker. Deposit funds can never belong to a broker, under the laws of agency. Question 642. Which of the following relationships create a fiduciary responsibility? A. seller's broker to the seller, b. trustee to his beneficiary, c. buyer's agent to the buyer, d. all of the above. Correct answer is d. all of the above. The choices all describe a relationship between an agent and her principal.